There was a show on YouTube that was calling themselves, it was a podcast, it was just a show, and the show was called High Society Radio. Now,
Were we doing it? Were people just uploading our show to YouTube?
Here's the funny thing. One of the topics was Bitcoins. Another one of the topics, legalized marijuana. Another one of the topics, catfishing.
Wait. And it wasn't us talking about it?
It was absolutely not us.
It's really easy to pigeonhole this radio show. Or podcast, if you want to call it that.
But it's crazy because I thought maybe it was just, I didn't even listen to the whole thing. I just clicked it. I thought maybe somebody threw up one of our, which somebody did. The way I found it is because somebody, the username is Frunkus with like 5 R's.
Sure, Frunkus, yeah. 5R Frunkus.
Threw up our Night of 100 podcast episode, which,
nice.
Listening back to,
I was proud of that show. We dominated Night of 1,000. Oh,
it was
okay.
It was awful. I re-listened to it.
I remember talking about Rambo. I thought that went well.
I still enjoyed that because there was a lot of you playing that clip of they would have raped her 40 times.
Oh my! I don't even remember that part of the movie. And we're talking about Rambo, the latest one that happened, not Rambo 1.
That's how long ago this was, though.
Jesus Christ, time is going by way too quickly.
Yeah. Also in that show, Bronx Johnny very upset that Kanye West didn't win a Grammy. Not to speak ill of the dead, but Bronx Johnny, dead Bronx Johnny, huge Kanye fan.
Really?
Apparently, back then in 2011 he was. Was that 2011? 2008?
I don't know, man. I don't want to think about how long ago everything was.
But I found this in the in the suggested videos, and it was High Society. Now I had no idea these people had ever saw our show or listened to our show, knew we existed. But I took it to Twitter, and big ups to the guys at More Like Radio. They got it out there. They helped me get it out there.
That there was an imposter High Society Radio on YouTube.
There were some comments on there shitting on them a bit. Some people were very PC and just simply said, "You people are frauds." Kindly Google the real High Society Radio. You couldn't hold a candle to them.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So people did come to bat for us.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because these guys had almost 1,000 views on YouTube, and I'm thinking that's
those
just
are our 1,000 goddamn views.
Exactly. And YouTube gives you like a fraction of a cent per view. So that's like
Do you have their audio? Is their audio still up there?
No, they took it down.
Damn it. You know how badly I would love to listen to this? Do you understand how much I would like to listen to this goddamn radio show?
I probably should have told you about it when I found out about it, but I decided to just take it to the streets.
See, you gotta let me know about these things, because I got a weird rambling email after that. I guess after this. I didn't know any of this was going on.
I didn't really think you would get this. I like to keep things away from you and Johnny. I know certain things upset you guys.
Look.
I like to handle the day-to-day.
I like being upset, obviously.
Yeah, but I feel like you could be more upset with like waiting for a drug dealer.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
But do you want me to read the email?
I would love for you to read this email.
Okay, you've already read it, but we'll read it to people out there. It starts off by saying, subject, High Society Radio ripoff and explanation. So they're explaining themselves. Now, mind you, let's bring back to the fact that I had no idea that these people knew we existed. It's just a cool-sounding name.
Sure.
Okay. Hi. Let me start off by letting you know that the fake High Society Radio video, that they should have put a comma in there, is off of
You don't need
YouTube.
to be a grammar Nazi. Just get the goddamn fucking thing out.
It's hard to read. I've had a couple of beers. I also want to apologize for ripping you off. You see, I didn't even know about the real High Society Radio. I have a friend who has bouts of obsession with different things.
So do I. Every Saturday and Friday night.
Exactly. The More Like Radio weekend lineup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last year, he was obsessed with Mr. Leahy of the show Trailer Park Boys.
Who is it? I love Mr. Leahy. These guys seem pretty cool already.
Hold on. He dressed up like him, aspired to drink as much as him, and did. Got into fights he couldn't win at frat parties. It was a real mess. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe he found out about Trailer Park Boys listening to this very podcast. We talk about it pretty often.
Oh, sure.
So he fell out of the Leahy phase and is now in full swing of his next obsession, which is Ron and Fez.
Nice.
And then
it's a good thing to be obsessed with.
In parentheses, and friends.
All right.
Well, we haven't been referencing
What, like
the Ron.
Blowhard and like what, Big A?
Those are your boys, right?
I love both of those people.
So yeah, those are friends of the Ron and Fez show. Doesn't make he must have been listening to the Ron and Fez show for quite some time, because we haven't been on Sirius XM for years.
Quite a while.
2008, according to that Frunkus video.
Jesus Christ. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so then after he says that he's obsessed with the Ron and Fez show, it says, he has been making pedophile jokes for the past 3.5 months now, which has become extremely obnoxious, and he finally stopped after I went apeshit on him about it. He kept bugging me to do a podcast, and so I did. He told me to call it High Society Radio, which I hadn't known it was a thing already. My apologies. My friend is just a radically obsessed fan.
Fucking Radio War right now.
Radio War with a show that did one episode and doesn't really exist anymore.
There's only one episode?
It was only one.
Damn it.
It still annoyed me.
So why wouldn't you send this to me immediately? I would have loved to have listened to it. At least rip it so we could play it on this show. You got to think here, man.
I mean, I honestly didn't realize that we'd have such an overswell of support to get these assholes off the radio.
They don't sound like assholes. They like kid toucher jokes. They like Trailer Park Boys. And they like us.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Ron and Fez.
Those are all things we like.
Yes.
We like us. We like Trailer Park Boys.
Well, I hate myself, but that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, but you like us as an idea.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's an abstract concept. But yeah, so we don't even have their audio. I don't know if there was any jokes in there or what.
When you were listening, were there any jokes?
I didn't hear any.
Ouch. Whatever. These guys are cool. I want to
fuck
meet
these guys.
I like these guys. I want to meet Mr. Leahy.
So I mean, if they're listening to this, you're extending the olive branch. You're offering to have them on.
I'll talk to them via email. Well, maybe we can call them up. These guys are great, though. How could you not love them?
They stole our name blatantly. They purposely stole our name.
So,
and this the video date was in 2013. So we had been doing regular shows again. It wasn't like when we were on hiatus for that time where we were just not really doing shows. We were doing one show every couple of months just to turn mics on and talk into them.
Get it on.
Exactly.
Dude, I don't know what we're going to do. I guess we'll start partying with these guys. I don't know.
If they're in New York, whatever, they can come see me at the bar. I'll pour them some shots.
See, that's nice of you. Are they from New York?
Shots are going to have roofies in them. I'm taking them in the back and cut their nuts off. I don't like these guys. Stole our name, Stanley. There's power in names.
I don't know. Wasn't there a porn magazine called High Society?
And we stole their name, and they didn't do shit because those guys are pussies.
And
that's why they did a porn magazine.
Wasn't there like a jazz band called High Society? There was also something else that like registered High Society radio.
Yeah, after us. And I'm in the process of, you can retroactively buy a copyright. So since we used it
let's buy Coke then.
You can't because Coca-Cola owns that. See, nobody owns a High Society radio copyright.
Oh, okay. But wait, so how do you? It's not retroactively buying
a trademark. You can retroactively. No, you can say that you were the first person to use it. For profit. So you can get we couldn't get High Society, but we could get High Society Radio if we wanted to. That's how you just have to file for the trademark and say that anybody else that has it hasn't been using it as long as us.
You know what?
And all you have to do is prove that you intend to eventually make a profit off of it.
You remind me of a drunk lawyer, and I'm loving everything you're saying. How many did you have before you came up here?
4.
Be honest. I know when you're lying.
2 shots and 2 beers.
Oh my God!
I didn't eat much today.
So you slam a couple of shots, have a couple of tall boys.
I was gonna have one shot.
You look sweaty. I thought something was weird when you started talking tonight.
I drank those beers right after jiu-jitsu.
That's good. Beat people up and get drunk.
That's how
the Chris from Brooklyn story. Or get drunk and beat people up. Either or. I love it. So yeah, I am extending the olive branch to these guys. They have my email. Email me the audio of the show, and I want to listen to it because I haven't gotten to listen to it. Chris took it upon himself to go after you assholes.
Listen, I don't think you should care that much.
No, I'm just curious. God, I can't believe Johnny's dead.